Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again with another Jay Slater video. I hope every single one of you are enjoying your Easter bank holiday weekends. As the days go by, we're actually getting closer to the truth. Over the past couple of days, me and a friend have been taking a closer look at the picture of Jay in the back of the car. Already told you I believe it was Ayub that fabricated that picture. Well, me and a friend have been taking a closer look at that picture, and she, in fact, is a forensic image expert, a forensic image analysis. And oh boy, what we have discovered in that image is going to have you gobsmacked. I'm still working on a few details, and I am getting various other opinions on this image as well, ladies and gentlemen, but I will be bringing it to your attention. Right now, though, in this video, there is something else that I want to bring to your attention that's going to hit more nails on the head. Big up Little Miss Vodka, because she has released another video on her TikTok account in regards to a conversation that she had with someone that claimed Lucy was using Jay Slater's bank details as a way of receiving money in exchange for drugs. But guess what? This video connects even more dots. And like I said to you guys over these past couple of videos, I believe they pinned that Rolex situation on Jay, but not because the person who had their Rolex stolen was looking for Jay or pulled up to the Airbnb or no. They pinned it on Jay as a way of making it look like Jay had done something wrong. Like I've always said, Jay never stole no Rolex. Jay wasn't involved in a fight. But Jay had been hit, because that picture of Jay in the back of the car is Jay. But it is Jay, in my opinion, with a broken nose. But this video, however, is going to give us a way of finding out what the true motive was. It's actually going to take us back to what people were saying months ago. In fact, it's actually going to take us back to what Ayub is known for. Dots are starting to connect and the evidence is starting to gather. We've got another video that's going to make us question everything we think we know about this case. All right, cool. So as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, we are taking positive steps forward every single day within this case. And what this also does, ladies and gentlemen, it gives us a new motive. It gives us the actual motive that I think would be more likely to be the case, especially with Ayub involved. See, the whole Rolex situation is a cover-up. I'm starting to believe that they just used that situation to make it look like Jay was involved in that situation and he stole a watch. That was a picture that was being painted for the family and for people back home because they knew Jay was going to be found dead. But Jay wasn't involved in any fight that broke out outside the NRG festival. He wasn't involved in that. Again, they're just making it look like Jay was involved in that situation. And I'm so glad that we have gone back to talking about the watch, because talking about the watch again has made us stumble across two important things. One of those important things I'm going to be disclosing in another video. Like I said, I think that could be the massive breakthrough that's been needed for this case. It could literally link back to what's being said in this video, and there's the motive. Let's check this out, ladies and gentlemen.
Jay Slater case. Does anyone remember when those two women came forward saying that they were sold substances at, I think it was the festival, by Lucy? But the details that they sent the money to matched those of Jay Slater. I've just found an old video. This is the old video coming up. I'm about to play it. But why didn't anyone ever investigate that?
It's so true. Why didn't anyone investigate this? He's got proof that the details she has are Jay Slater's. All it takes is to look at Jay Slater's bank statements and voila, you will see transactions going to Jay. And now this gives me a whole different perception of what Jay was there for and why Jay was there, especially with other things that Miss Little Vodka says about her conversations with Brad, with what Rachel said about Jay having Brad's bank cards. If what we're about to go into is true, it's starting to look like Jay and potentially Brad were there to launder money, cleaning the money, getting the drug money back to the UK through their bank accounts.
And the two girls said that Lucy was on her own and she preferred to be transferred money rather than paid cash for the substances. And obviously I did my own little investigation back then, and all the details matched to a name, Jay Slater. The details the two girls came forward with did match someone called Jay Slater.
Exactly.
As you know,
how is that possible? She's going to prove it now. Don't go anywhere. She's going to prove it. She's not just saying it. But how is that possible? Because you know when you transfer someone money, you have to put the name in. And if it's the wrong name, even by one letter, it will tell you that that account doesn't belong to that name. But in this case, the account belonged to Jay Slater, and it was a Santander bank.
Banks these days the name, it tells you if the name matches. Anyway, here's the video. So everything I say in this video is not factual. It's a theory, it's opinions, nothing is factual in this video. Received a few images from somebody alleging that Lucy was allegedly using Jay Slater's bank account details. She allegedly sold them something and was asked to pay through online transfer rather than money, cash in hand. But these are the screenshots that I received. So this person has alleged that they tried posting it on the group and it got removed. They put, if I were to send you money via online banking, I'm not going to, by the way.
So it was posted in the Jay Slater group, but it was removed. And that's the group that was run by Rachel.
You can't do it without entering their name along with account number and sort code. If you enter an incorrect name, it still won't work, right? I was sent this by someone. They were in the club Friday the 15th into Saturday the 16th at 12:30 a.m. They got a pill off Lucy. They don't remember seeing Jay. One pill was £25. Anyway, Lucy didn't want cash. She asked them to transfer the money to an account. Why? And it was to Jay's account. Why? That's a bit weird, ain't it?
It's not weird when you think about it. I mean, Lucy at that time was being accused of being a drug mule, someone that was transporting drugs from maybe one country to the next. Maybe she wasn't the actual drug mule, and maybe there was someone else that was being a drug mule. I'm not saying that was Jay Slater, but what I am saying is Jay was definitely a mule. He was the money mule. He's the guy that's cleaning dirty money. £25 for one pill. How many pills are they selling? Every single transfer gets sent to Jay's account. And at the end of the night, I would only assume that Jay would have to then transfer all of the money that's been collected in his account to another account. If this is true, it's clear as day that they were using Jay as a way of cleaning dirty money.
I've put out the detail. I've put the details in on my Halifax and Monzo. It will only allow me to continue to the send page with his name. I've left it blank and put the wrong name in on purpose, and it says incorrect details. I put in Mr. Slater on Halifax, and it changed automatically to Jay Slater. Both confirmed it's a Santander account. Only left the comment above as it shows what I was talking about with them. Here is the screenshot of the £25 payment to Jay Slater on the dates specified. I've covered up the details of the bank. So, as you guys know...
So that's on the 15th of June, 2024 at 12:30 a.m. So that would have been on Friday night, Saturday morning. And that's a transfer to Jay Slater's account. But that's not it, ladies and gentlemen. That's not just the evidence. Little Miss Vodka is about to use the same details, the sort code and account number that she had access to, that she was given by these people. And she is going to show us that the details are, in fact, Jay Slater's.
Banks have implemented this feature, basically. If somebody asks you to send them money, it tells you if the name they've given you matches. It's to stop like fraud and stuff. So obviously I was a bit skeptical on this whole post. I was like, let me do some investigating. So I've put the details of this transfer from this person that was at the club into my bank. Here I've put the sort code and account number in, and I've put a fake name. I just put Becky Fake, and it's come up saying the name you have given does not match the name on the account. Okay. I then type Jay Slater. The name on the account matches.
So that account belongs to Jay Slater. And they claim Lucy is the one that gave him a pill for £25 and gave him those details to transfer the money to.
So these details match to someone called Jay Slater. And the person that said that they allegedly bought from Lucy, these are the account details that they sent the money to, the £25. Why would she be using Jay Slater's account? Here is another screenshot from the original poster. That account belongs to Jay Slater. Super, super strange. I mean, this is someone coming forward saying that they bought stuff from Lucy, allegedly, and she asked them to transfer it to the bank, but the bank does not match. Also, I just want to clarify, the person that's in the screenshot from the Facebook, Jodine, she's not the one that was allegedly buying the stuff. She was told the information by somebody. As you can see from that old video, and I remember this perfectly, so the two women that were allegedly at the festival allegedly buying things from Lucy. She told them, I don't want the cash. Can you send it to these bank details? But the bank details she gave them matched Jay Slater. Now, it could have been another Jay Slater, but come on. Bit weird. And obviously I put those details into my own banking app, the sort code and the account number, and I put Jay Slater, and it says these details match the account. Very weird. Very, very weird. Now, they could have just been messing around at a festival and, you know, Jay's let her use his account a bunch of times or whatever. But those two girls that came forward and said they bought stuff from Lucy, how could they have been lying? Because they would have needed to have Jay Slater's sort code and account number. So this is not me saying she had anything to do with him or his disappearance or anything. I am just going back to an old video. The fact that the girl said that he wasn't with her. Just the fact that why was she using his bank account? Allegedly.
Facts. Why would she be using his bank account? The only thing I could be thinking of is cleaning dirty money, laundering that money back to the UK. It's so weird that we have this information because I'm telling you now, this actually connects and ties in with other things that we have behind the scenes. It now makes sense why they booked the Airbnb if this is true. It now makes sense why Lucy was at the Airbnb if this was true. It now makes so much more sense, especially after seeing what I've seen in a picture of Jay in the back of the car. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been sitting there staring in our faces this whole entire time. The Rolex situation was a cover-up. I'm so glad that we've come back to this Rolex situation. Why? Because it's opened the door that needed opening. This wasn't about a stolen Rolex. Jay didn't get himself involved in a fight. Jay didn't lose his key. Jay didn't give Brad his key. This has been a cover-up, a massive cover-up, because the activity, the operation that these guys were involved in incriminates so many people. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we've got plenty more Jay Slater content uploading. You don't want to go anywhere. Make sure you tell a friend to subscribe to this channel. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers. I need every single one of you to help me get there. I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting closer and closer to understanding the truth about what happened to Jay Slater. I know there's going to be a few people out there that's going to be extremely anxious, extremely on edge at this moment in time. And when they realize what we've discovered, what we've stumbled across, they're going to be extremely disappointed, embarrassed, because it's unraveling. It's unraveling before our eyes, ladies and gentlemen. I need to know exactly what you guys are thinking right about now. So make sure you leave all your comments down below in the comment section. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel if we are newly watching. Turn your notification bells on. You don't want to miss out on any Jay Slater content. Plus, we've got a variety of other content being uploaded on the channel over the next days and weeks, so you don't want to miss out on that. Make sure you turn those notification bells on, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.